located in a picturesque town 30 miles outside of Indianapolis. Patriot Engineering and REGENESIS are on site at a former cannery. Levels of chlorinated solvents were detected in the wells on the property. Over the years, the property had been leased to a variety of tenants, which made it difficult to determine which business was responsible. Patriot Engineering, a leading environmental consultant firm, has worked with their client to develop an effective plan to remediate the site to eliminate risk and allow for future redevelopment.
This site is an old industrial site. It's a long history. After it shut down as its primary use, it was leased out to a variety of tenants, and we have not been able to identify who exactly was responsible for the release of the solvents. They traced it back to several potential properties, one of which was this one. The Department of Environmental Management got involved and started doing investigations. Then we performed our remediation work plan with different options and selected what we're implementing right now.
The primary goal is to limit offsite mitigation to the east and south and bring offsite concentrations down to Indiana Department of Environmental Management tap water standards.
The problem with this site, or the major difficulty, is its size. It's a very large site and it's wooded on part of it. So a lot of what we had to consider was cost effectiveness, what we could get in, how much money we had to spend, and what's going to work, of course. So we designed a system of barriers on site to treat the source, and then a property boundary barrier here to manage migration off-site.
The site is active, with other businesses operating while remediation is ongoing. Primary chlorinated volatile organic compounds, or CVOCs, detected in the plume included tetrachloroethene, also known as PCE, trichloroethene, or TCE, and cis-1,2-dichloroethene, or cis-DCE. The plume migrated through shallow and deep aquifer zones as the sand unit or mass flux zone carrying the contaminants thickened from west to east across the site and off-site. The long-term remediation goal in the groundwater plume off-site is to reduce contaminant concentrations below IDEM tap water standards.
One of the unique challenges at this site is the different injection depths that we have to inject at. So a really strong conceptual site model was key to successful projects. Another unique challenge with this project is that our groundwater plume is migrating onto an adjacent farm field. And that the adjacent property owner, the farmer, he plants crops from April through October. So we didn't have access to the adjacent field until the farmer had harvested his crops. So we had a very small window between October to December when it gets too cold to do the work. So that was a unique aspect of the project and created an additional layer of planning and communication.
Having our field teams use design verification testing and then placement validation techniques. That way we can make adjustments with little to no downtime and optimize the design. The way that we do things is kind of dynamic remediation, where we have our plan and then we continue to adjust and refine it when we're in the field. And the more investigation that you do and the more you confirm what you're doing is the right thing to be doing, the greater chance of success you're going to have.
In selecting a remedy for the large plume, Patriot evaluated several options, including pump and treat, air sparging soil vapor extraction, ISCO combined with enhanced reductive dechlorination, and PlumeStop, liquid activated carbon combined with ERD. Ultimately, the combined PlumeStop, S-MicroZVI, and 3D microemulsion remedy was selected as the preferred approach and would utilize a sequence of permeable reactive barriers transecting the plume and engineered to site-specific hydrological conditions. The combined remedy was used in combination to strongly inhibit CVOC plume migration near the site property boundary, while enhancing abiotic or biotic degradation of CVOCs at this location and in the upgradient plume area. This innovative approach enables large sections of the plume to be treated with minimal effort and is favored as a green and sustainable remediation, with no permanent subsurface installations or energy-intensive inputs required.
Working with Patriot, they trust our process and they know that our goals are aligned. we have just as much interest in this project being successful as Patriot does.
In total, REGENESIS remediation services applied more than 200,000 gallons of remedial amendments through 536 injection points, utilizing REGENESIS self-contained injection trailer and hydraulic percussion injection tooling.
Very proud of the fact that, I think what we do really matters, knowing that we've made a real difference to local communities who can now use old abandoned properties. I find that very rewarding.
So this is only my second time working with REGENESIS and the first time on a project of this magnitude. It's going very well. We are actually ahead of schedule. The size of the project has made it fun. It's made it to be an enjoyable project for us.
To learn more about REGENESIS products and services, visit www.regenesis.com.